Prayer is power. When you pray, then you are in touch with your higher consciousness. Pray. Pray. Prayer is power. Pray. 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 Prayer is power. Prayer is power. What are you going to do? Pray. 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 When you pray, then you are in touch with your higher consciousness. Pray. 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 Prayer is power. Prayer is power. Pray. Prayer is power. When you pray, then you are in touch with your higher consciousness. Pray. Pray. Prayer is power. Prayer is power. Prayer is power. Pray. Pray. Prayer is power. Prayer is power. Prayer is power. What are you going to do? Pray. Pray. Pray.
Welcome, everyone, to Dr. Pillai's Religion of Religions YouTube channel. Today is Thursday, August 4th, 2022, and we're about to do an in-depth planetary puja using the chart of now, using the chart of where planets and stars are in the sky right now based on my current location, which is here in Florida. Dr. Pillai has a vision for this channel. He says the foundation of all religions is love, and it is his desire through the Religion of Religions YouTube channel to unite the many different sects of all religions by meeting in the spiritual realm, by meeting in the heart. We believe in the supreme divine power taking form in all gods and goddesses from every religion, and we celebrate their existence on planet Earth. The intention is also to give an authentic experience of God, the experience of divine love, where there is no separation from each other. So thank you for joining us today for this program. And again, we're doing this for love, for doing this for light. My name is Swamini Valli. I am a Pillai Center teacher and an AstroVed astrologer. I'm very happy to be hosting this program Monday through Friday. Dr. Pillai has said that the planets and the stars are more than just objects in outer space. There's also a divine light being associated with each of them. And as we do this puja, we are invoking the light beings associated with the planets, the stars, the archetypes that rule the stars, the planets that rule the stars, and the planets that rule the zodiac signs. So we're going to be going through this in a systematic way, and we're using the chart of the moment based on my location here in Florida. We're using the South Indian style chart, which is represented here for right now. And this is a style of chart. If you're not familiar with this layout, there is a link to a tutorial video below below our video right now in the description area. Each of these 12 little boxes that you're seeing here represents a zodiac sign, 30 degrees of a zodiac sign. We'll start with the ascendant represented here. This is Leo. This is the sign coming up on the eastern horizon right now. AC stands for ascendant, and we'll work our way all the way around the chart, going into each sign that has planets in it, invoking the planet, the star it's in, the archetype that rules the star, the planet that rules the star, and the planet that rules the sign. I'm going to first start. I have drawn on a chalkboard in chalk on a side table this chart, and that's what I'll be using for placing my flower petals as I do the puja. Flowers have tremendous esoteric energy. They're very pure. And when we hold a flower and we say a prayer or we say a mantra or a quantum sound, it takes that energy right into the causal plane and updates our own Akashic record. This is one of the reasons why flowers are used in so many spiritual traditions around the world. So I have my chalkboard with the chart drawn on it on the side table. I have a bowl of flower petals. I also have a lit tea light. I have a little bowl of water. I have a hand fan, and I also have a bell that I'll be using during the puja. It's okay if you don't have any of these things. You're welcome to just listen. Dr. Pillai has said all of the planets and stars and the archetypes, just their names is a mantra in and of itself. So even just hearing the sounds is something that is beneficial energy for all of us. If you want to draw the chart for yourself on a whiteboard or on a piece of paper, or just have a saucer that you're putting flower petals in as we go along, however you want to do it at home, that's fine. I know some people listen to it in their car as they're driving to work, and that's also okay. So you can listen to it in the background as you're making the bed, as you're doing the dishes, or participate along with us as we're going along. Any way that you're interacting with it is fine. So we start, I'm taking the little container of water, I'm dipping my ring finger into it and sprinkling little drops on all four sides of the blackboard, purifying the area that I'll be doing the puja in, putting a few drops of water on my own head, and sending a few drops of water out into space towards all of you, whether you're watching it live or watching the replay later, so that all of us are in a purified space for doing the puja. I'm using the ring finger on my right hand to do the dipping for the little drops of water. Someone asked yesterday, why do we use the ring finger? And I kind of Googled that and I wasn't sure why it's the ring finger. I was just doing what I've seen priests do. Apparently the ring finger is a symbol for creativity, for inspiration, and using it in the rituals is considered very auspicious. And it also helps to increase our self-confidence, are things that I found when I Googled it. So there is a reason, apparently, why they use the ring finger in the various rituals. We're going to start with first invoking Ganesha, the archetype who removes obstacles. We'll invoke him with the sounds Om, Sring, Gung, S-R-I-N-G, G-U-N-G. Om Sring Gung, Om Sring Gung, Om Sring Gung. We ask Ganesha to come and to remove all obstacles from this puja for everyone, and we thank him for his help with this. Now we do a short Tamil chant asking all of the planets to be beneficial towards us. I have put a link for that chant into the chat up above earlier. Asura Nalla Nalla, Ave Nalla Nalla, Atiyar Avar Kumikave, Asura Nalla Nalla, Ave Nalla Nalla, Atiyar Avar Kumikave, Asura Nalla Nalla, Ave Nalla Nalla, Atiyar Avar Kumikave. We ask all of the planets and divine beings to be beneficial today towards us and towards the whole planet. And we thank St. Gnanasamunda for teaching us this chant. And we're grateful to Dr. Pillai for sharing it with us. Now we turn our attention to the time Shaktis that are active at the moment. We're going to invoke the planet that rules the day, the star that the moon is in at the moment, the moon phase, the planet that's ruling the hour right now in my area, and we'll also honor the yoga and the Karana time elements that are active right now. We start with first honoring the planet that rules the day, which today is Thursday, which is ruled by Jupiter. We invoke Jupiter, and I will put flower petals on top of him on the little blackboard that has the chart drawn in chalk. Om Gurave Namaha. Om Gurave Namaha. Om Gurave Namaha. Now we honor the star that the moon is in at the moment. Right now, the moon is in a star called Swati, a star symbolized as young shoots of plants blowing in the wind. It has a bit of a restless energy to it. We invoke this star, and I put the flower petals on top of the moon. Om Swatye Namaha. Om Swatye Namaha. Om Swatye Namaha. Now we honor the Tithi, or the moon phase, the moment we're in the 7th waxing moon in this area called Saptami in Sanskrit. Dr. Pillai said for the moon phase, we would use the Sanskrit name followed by the word Devi, invoking the light being associated with this moon phase. I put the flower petals on the moon. Om Saptami Devye Namaha. Om Saptami Devye Namaha. Om Saptami Devye Namaha. Now we rule the planet. We honor the planet that's ruling the hour. In my area right now, the Hora is being ruled by Venus. We invoke Venus, and I put flower petals on top of him. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. Dr. Pillai said for the yoga and the karana, we would not do flower petals. We would simply say their name 3 times to invoke their energies. The yoga right now is one called Subha, which has energies that are called auspicious. Subha, Subha, Subha. And the karana right now is one called Vanisha, which has energies that are considered to be mercantile or helping us with commercial success. Vanisha, Vanisha, Vanisha. Now we turn our attention to the chart of the moment. The moment, the ascendant is in the sign of Leo. This is the sign coming up on the eastern horizon in my area right now. Dr. Pillai said we start the puja with invoking the planet that's ruling the ascendant, because that's a very important planet for the moment. Leo is ruled by the sun, so we honor the sun, and I put flower petals on him. Om Suryaya Namaha. Om Suryaya Namaha. Om Suryaya Namaha. Today in Leo is the planet Mercury. We honor Mercury, and I put the flower petals on him. Om Buddhaya Namaha. Om Buddhaya Namaha. Om Buddhaya Namaha. Mercury right now is in a star called Magha, a star of royalty consciousness. We ask for blessings from this star, and I put the flower petals on top of Mercury. Om Maghaye Namaha. Om Maghaye Namaha. Om Maghaye Namaha. Magha is ruled by the Pitris, deified forms of the ancestors who have moved into planes of light. We ask for their blessings, and I put the flower petals again on Mercury. Om Pitrisye Namaha. Om Pitrisye Namaha. Om Pitrisye Namaha. Magha star is ruled by Ketu. We honor Ketu, and I put the flower petals on him. Om Ketave Namaha. Om Ketave Namaha. Om Ketave Namaha. We pause for a moment and reflect on Leo, a sign of power and energy, today containing Mercury, planet of communication, and also the planet of success with all forms of buying and selling. We pause for a moment and reflect on this. The next Rasi or sign with the planet in it is Tula or Libra, which today contains the moon and Ketu. We start with honoring the moon, and I put flower petals on him. Om Chandraya Namaha. Om Chandraya Namaha. Om Chandraya Namaha. The moon right now is in the star of Swati. We honor Swati, and I put the flower petals on top of the moon. Om Swatye Namaha. Om Swatye Namaha. Om Swatye Namaha. Swati is ruled by Vayu, the archetype who rules the element of air and the wind. We invoke Vayu and we put the flower petals on the moon. Om Vayuve Namaha. Om Vayuve Namaha. Om Vayuve Namaha. Swati star is ruled by Rahu. We honor Rahu, and I put the flower petals on him. Om Rahave Namaha. Om Rahave Namaha. Om Rahave Namaha. Next, we honor Ketu for being in Libra. I put flower petals on him. Om Ketave Namaha. Om Ketave Namaha. Om Ketave Namaha. Ketu is in a star called Vishaka. This is a star that can give competitive energies and help propel us to want to be successful, victorious, triumphant. We ask for blessings from this star, and I put the flower petals on Ketu. Om Vishakaye Namaha. Om Vishakaye Namaha. Om Vishakaye Namaha. Vishaka star is ruled by a pair of archetypes, Indra and Agni. Indra can give blessings for leadership and courage, and Agni, the god of the fire, can give energy for transformation and purification. We ask for blessings from both of them. I put the flower petals on Ketu. Om Indra Agniye Namaha. Om Indra Agniye Namaha. Om Indra Agniye Namaha. Vishaka star is ruled by Jupiter. We honor Jupiter, and I put flower petals on him. Om Gurave Namaha. Om Gurave Namaha. Om Gurave Namaha. Now we honor the planet that rules Libra, which is Venus. We honor Venus, and I put flower petals on him. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. We pause for a moment and reflect on Tula or Libra, a sign that has energies of balance and harmony, today containing the moon, which is our mind and our emotions, and Ketu, which is sometimes called the saintly planet. We pause for a moment and reflect on this. The next Rasi or sign with the planet in it is Makara or Capricorn, which today contains Pluto retrograde and Saturn retrograde. When planets are retrograde, they are extra powerful. I'm including the three outer planets, Uranus, Neptune, and Pluto, in the chart because this year Dr. Pillai had statues made for all three of those planets and had them energized in a fire lab and had them put into his temple in Chennai, India. So I found out what were the mantras that were used to energize them, and we use those mantras as we're doing the planetary puja. So we're invoking Pluto right now with the mantra Om Krum Kruntankaya Namaha. I put flower petals on Pluto. Om Krum Kruntankaya Namaha. Om Krum Kruntankaya Namaha. Om Krun Kruntankaya Namaha. Pluto right now is in a star called Uttarashada, a star that can give blessings of success, even blessings for long-lasting success. We ask for blessings from this star, and I put flower petals on Pluto. Om Uttarashadaye Namaha. Om Uttarashadaye Namaha. Om Uttarashadaye Namaha. Uttarashada star is ruled by the 10 Visvadevas, 10 light beings who are each representing a particular unique divine principle. We ask for blessings from all of them. Om Visvadevasye Namaha. Om Visvadevasye Namaha. Om Visvadevasye Namaha. Uttarashada star is ruled by the sun. We honor the sun, and I put flower petals on him. Om Suryaya Namaha. Om Suryaya Namaha. Om Suryaya Namaha. Now we honor Saturn for being in Capricorn. I put flower petals on Saturn. Om Sanisharaya Namaha. Om Sanisharaya Namaha. Om Sanisharaya Namaha. Saturn is in a star called Dhanishta, which is symbolized with a symbol of a drum. This is a star that can give prosperity, wealth, music, and good reputation. We ask for blessings from this star, and I put the flower petals on Saturn. Om Dhanishtaye Namaha. Om Dhanishtaye Namaha. Om Dhanishtaye Namaha. Dhanishta star is ruled by the 8 Vasus, 8 light beings who each rule different spheres of existence. We ask for blessings from all of them. Om Vasusye Namaha. Om Vasusye Namaha. Om Vasusye Namaha. Dhanishta star is ruled by Mars. We honor Mars, and I put flower petals on him. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Now we honor the planet that rules Capricorn, which is Saturn. Again, we invoke Saturn, and I put more flower petals on him. Om Sanisharaya Namaha. Om Sanisharaya Namaha. Om Sanisharaya Namaha. We pause for a moment and reflect on Makara, or Capricorn, a sign that can activate ancient past life skills and abilities, today containing Pluto, a planet that can give blessings for rationality and science, and Saturn, a planet that can give blessings for patience, organization, structure, compassion. We pause for a moment and reflect on this. The next Rasi or sign with a planet in it is Meena or Pisces, which today contains Neptune retrograde and Jupiter retrograde. Again, retrograde planets are extra powerful. We invoke Neptune, and I put the flower petals on him. The mantra we use for him is Om Vam Varunaye Namaha. Om Vam Varunaye Namaha. Om Vam Varunaye Namaha. Om Vam Varunaye Namaha. Neptune right now is in a star called Purva Bhadrapada. This is a star that can give energies for transformation. It has this fire of Kundalini. It also gives blessings for purification. We ask for blessings from this star. Om Purvabhadrapadaye Namaha. Om Purvabhadrapadaye Namaha. Om Purvabhadrapadaye Namaha. Purvabhadrapada star is ruled by Aja Ekapada, a one-footed archetype who can give blessings to help us experience deeper levels of silence and forgiveness. We honor him, and I put the flower petals on Neptune. Om Aja Ekapadaye Namaha. Om Aja Ekapadaye Namaha. Om Aja Ekapadaye Namaha. Purvabhadrapada star is ruled by Jupiter. We honor Jupiter, and I put the flower petals on him. Om Gurave Namaha. Om Gurave Namaha. Om Gurave Namaha. Now we honor Jupiter for being in Pisces. Again, I put flower petals on him. Om Gurave Namaha. Om Gurave Namaha. Om Gurave Namaha. Jupiter is in a star called Uttara Bhadrapada. Dr. Pillai says this star can give blessings for business development. We honor this star, and I put the flower petals on Jupiter. Om Uttara Bhadrapadaye Namaha. Om Uttara Bhadrapadaye Namaha. Om Uttara Bhadrapadaye Namaha. Bhadrapada star is ruled by Arbundia. Among other things, he has the ability to precious treasures. We ask him to guard our valuables, our treasures, our precious things. And I put the flower petals on Jupiter. Om Arbundiaye Namaha. Om Arbundiaye Namaha. Om Arbundiaye Namaha. Uttara Bhadrapada star is ruled by Saturn. We honor Saturn, and I put the flower petals on him. Om Sanishwaraya Namaha. Om Sanishwaraya Namaha. Om Sanishwaraya Namaha. Now we honor the planet that rules Pisces, which is Jupiter. Again, we honor Jupiter, and I put more flower petals on top of him. Om Gurave Namaha. Om Gurave Namaha. Om Gurave Namaha. We pause for a moment and reflect on Meena or Pisces, a sign that's the most transcendental and metaphysical of all the zodiac signs, today containing Neptune, a planet that can help with intuition and our ability to understand our own inner life, and Jupiter, a planet that helps us to be receptive to spiritual teachings, to attract good spiritual teachers, to have good connection with our spiritual community. We pause for a moment and reflect on this. The next Rasi or sign with the planet in it is Misha or Aries, which today contains Rahu, Uranus, and Mars. All three of these planets are in the same star, so I'm going to invoke all three of the planets before I invoke the star. We start with honoring Rahu, and I put the flower petals on him. Om Rahave Namaha. Om Rahave Namaha. Om Rahave Namaha. Next, we invoke Uranus, and the mantra we will use for him is Om Hram Prajapataye Namaha. Om Hram Prajapataye Namaha. Om Hram Prajapataye Namaha. Om Hram Prajapataye Namaha. Now we invoke Mars, and I put flower petals on top of him. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Rahu, Uranus, and Mars are all in the star called Bharani, a star symbolized with the symbol for the yoni, the female private parts. This is a star with a tremendous amount of divine feminine Shakti, or power, or energy. We invite blessings from this star, and I put the flower petals across all three of the planets. Om Bharaniye Namaha. Om Bharaniye Namaha. Om Bharaniye Namaha. Bharani star is ruled by Yama, an archetype who, among other things, is an archetype of justice. We seek his blessings. Om Yamaye Namaha. Om Yamaye Namaha. Om Yamaye Namaha. Bharani star is ruled by Venus. We honor Venus, and I put the flower petals on Venus. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. Now we honor the planet that rules Aries, which is Mars. I put the flower petals on Mars. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Om Mangalaya Namaha. We pause for a moment and reflect on Misha, or Aries, a fire sign with very active energy, today containing Rahu, a planet that helps us to think outside the box and helps us make friends with new technologies. Uranus, a planet that helps with high intelligence, innovation, and also helps us with astrology. And Mars, a planet with both warrior and healer energies. We pause for a moment and reflect on this. The next Prasir sign with the planet in it is Mithuna, or Gemini, which today contains Venus. We honor Venus, and I put flower petals on top of him. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. Venus is in a star called Purnavasu, a star whose energies are said to be very freedom-loving. We ask for blessings from this star. Om Purnivasaye Namaha. Om Purnivasaye Namaha. Om Purnivasaye Namaha. Purnivasu star is ruled by Aditi. She's a beautiful goddess who is considered to be the mother of many of the archetypes, including our own sun. We invoke her maternal compassion, her love, her protection. I put the flower petals on top of Venus. Om Aditye Namaha. Om Aditye Namaha. Om Aditye Namaha. Purnavasu's star is ruled by Jupiter. We honor Jupiter, and again, I put flower petals on him. Om Gurave Namaha. Om Gurave Namaha. Om Gurave Namaha. Now we honor the planet that rules Gemini, which is Mercury. I put flower petals on him. Om Buddhaya Namaha. Om Buddhaya Namaha. Om Buddhaya Namaha. We pause for a moment and reflect on Mithuna, or Gemini, a sign with a great range of energies, today containing Venus, planet of happiness, planet of diplomacy, planet that helps us to enjoy material plane comforts and the arts. We pause for a moment and reflect on this. The next Rasi, or sign with the planet in it, is Karkata, or Cancer, which today contains the sun. We honor the sun. I put flower petals on him. Om Suryaya Namaha. Om Suryaya Namaha. Om Suryaya Namaha. The sun is in a star called Aslesha, a star of mystical power. We honor this star. Om Asleshaye Namaha. Om Asleshaye Namaha. Om Asleshaye Namaha. Aslesha is ruled by the Nagas, ancient archetypes who have great wisdom and know secrets about vast cycles of time. Om Nagasye Namaha. Om Nagasye Namaha. Om Nagasye Namaha. Aslesha's star is ruled by Mercury. We honor Mercury, and I put flower petals on him. Om Buddhaya Namaha. Om Buddhaya Namaha. Om Buddhaya Namaha. Now we honor the planet that rules Cancer, which is the moon. I put flower petals on the moon. Om Chandraya Namaha. Om Chandraya Namaha. Om Chandraya Namaha. We pause for a moment and reflect on Karkata or Cancer, the most emotionally sensitive of all the zodiac signs, today containing the sun, which is our soul, and also a planet of life-affirming energies, as without the sun, we don't have good health. We have literally no life on our planet. We pause for a moment and reflect on this. Now, I'm taking a lit ghee lamp, or lit tealight actually here, and I'm going to wave it 3 times above the chart that has the flower petals on it, offering the element of light in a clockwise direction 3 times to all of the divine beings that we have just invoked, offering the element of light. Now I'm taking a hand fan. Some of you could use an incense stick if you like, but I have a housemate who's sensitive to scent. And I'm gently waving the fan 3 times around the chart with the flower petals, offering the element of air and a cooling breeze. And now I'm taking a bell to offer the element of sound, and I'll ring that 3 times around the chart. Now I make prayer hands and make sincere prayers to all of the divine beings that we have just invoked. I'm asking them for their blessings for us, for our families, our friends, our colleagues, our neighbors. I ask them to bless our homes, our workplaces, our schools, our communities, our countries, and our entire planet. I pray to them, may everyone on this planet have healthy food to eat, clean water to drink, clean air to breathe, a safe place to live, good clothes to wear, access to health care, good education, sustainable jobs. May everyone on this planet have love in their life, now and always. I pray for enlightened leaders, enlightened citizens, enlightened laws, enlightened countries, and entire enlightened civilizations. And I make a bow. You can continue with your personal prayers for about a minute, and then I will open for some Q&A for a brief time. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Peace, peace, peace. Peace to the body, peace to the mind, peace to the soul, peace to the environment. Peace, peace, peace. May we all go about our day or our evening in peace. Om Dram Dattatreya Vishnu Baba. I can, for a few moments, take some short Q&A. I did, at the beginning, answer a question that someone asked yesterday about why am I using the ring finger to dip my finger in the water for placing the drops. And I said that on the internet, it looks like ring finger is associated with creativity, inspiration, confidence. It's a very auspicious finger. And I've seen the priests use it for different things when they're, putting markings, using some of the sacred powders, etc., using the ring finger on the right hand. So that's just answering a question that someone asked yesterday. If you have other questions right now, you could type them in the chat. Again, I'm not trying to drag it out. If you don't have questions, that's okay. I want to be respectful always of your time. Thank you for your participation, your support. We do ask that you like the video, and also to sign up for subscribing to the channel, as this helps the channel itself to grow. Dr. Pillai has a vision for this channel that someday there could be programming on it, 24/7. We're a bit of a ways from there right now, but we do have every day, there is a program invoking divine light for healing purposes. There's also another program every day for communion with Jesus. There's a program on Wednesdays for invoking Angali, a goddess who gives Siddha powers. And on Saturdays, Rani Dana Devi is doing a program honoring different and teaching about different divine archetypes or saints, invoking different ones across different traditions. And I'm doing this program Monday through Friday every week. So we hope that you are checking out some of the other programs as well. Okay, not seeing any questions today in the chat, which is fine. So I'll go ahead and let us get about our day. I see people saying thank you. Thank you all for being here. And I give my thanks to Dr. Pillai for sponsoring this channel and for giving the blessing for this program to be happening. Blessings to all of you. I'll see you again tomorrow then. Namaste.